how quick I can rotate this box on my hands. That's as entertaining as this video is going to be. Okay, I have 30 minutes to do 10,000 ancient orbs on belts, which means I have to do an entire inventory in 5 seconds. That's not going to happen. I've got a flow overflow tab. I need to get 3 mage bloods. It was going to say 3 mage bloods to make money. I was going to say that, like, I did buy some Maven belts originally because I wanted, like, eye level 84 plus, like, corruption tier. So I can, if I do hit anything good, I can, like, double corrupt it to try and get, like, quant or something. Man, these belts all kind of look similar, huh? And I was buying, like, Maven bases, eye level 86, and then I realized that, I don't need eye level 86, I need eye level 84. So it was taking me a while to get belts. But it turns out there's, like, actually, instead of there only being, like, 67 belts available, turns out there's actually, like, 4,000 belts available, eye level 84 plus. Yeah. And I'm not gonna beat match this to anything, and I'm not gonna do it in a good order, and I'm not gonna make any fucking sense, and I'm not gonna get any mage bloods, and I'm not gonna get any headhunters. And actually, they you know, speaking sense for a bit, they changed the drop rate to headhunter ages ago. They made it harder, and I think they made it harder again, but I couldn't find it in the patch notes. But now they've made it easier, so it got harder to get, and then it got harder to get, and then it got easy to get by 2.5. And it's weird that this is the only time they've told us how much easier they made it. Like, when they nerf it, they're not going to say, oh, we made it 8 times harder to get. But when they buff it, they're like, oh, we made it 2.5 times easy to get. And I'm not really complaining because it's all obfuscated anyway, and that's the kind of gameplay that we like, but I just don't have anything else to talk about. I was going to say that I can get a mage, I can get this in my hideout, right? I was going to say, what was I going to say? I don't know. Oh yeah, the effort for my videos, like, how to describe, I put a lot of effort into farming something, right? And then I put no effort into the video. Or I put a lot of effort into the video, and I put no effort into the farm. And I don't really know how to categorize this one, because buying ancient orbs isn't exactly something that takes effort, and buying belts isn't exactly something that takes effort, and clicking on something 10,000 times isn't exactly something that takes effort. And editing the video, it's like I'm not going to beat match this to a song. I could have. Technically, I still could. But, like, the fact that the name titles hover over pisses me off. So if I was going to beat match this, I'd probably click the entire inventory once and then screenshot it. And then just do, like, 333 screenshots of inventories. But because I didn't start doing that, well, now I'm just not gonna. Yep. So how could I make effort? Oh, I know what I can do. I can spend, whoops, I can spend like 20 minutes or like an hour or like 6 hours trying to make it sound good in the audio, because my last video was very crunchy. So this video will be the opposite of very crunchy, but it'll be done in such a way that I'll just do it over time and not really pay attention to what I did to fix it, so that next time I do a video I can't match the exact same quality. And goddamn, I am not getting lucky, am I? What's that like? That's like 470 orbs go. That's like a single MBX video and I didn't get a single thing? What the hell? Haha, shots fired. Or I did get something and I couldn't tell because Mage Bloods look so very bland and generic. I don't want to accidentally double click though in case I do roll over something. Maybe it's my fault because I had too much stuff in my inventory. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do diagonal. Boop, 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 and then do it back again. Boop, 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 and then do this one. Boop, 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 and then do that one. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not actually looking at the belts. I didn't roll anything bad, did I? I started up here, then I got down there so I can go back the other way. Boop, 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 boop. You know what? Let's just turn everything into worms molts. That seems way more fun. No, 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 no. Soul Tether Belt's pretty good, is it? I think. Oh yeah, we got the fucking groove now, or we could go all Biscos. No, let's go all, I mean, Biscos is pretty rare, right? I think all Biscos would be harder than all Worm Smalt, but we'll go for all Worm Smalt first. Oh, hell yeah. I got a Worm Smalt. Oh, hell yeah, I got a Worm Smalt. Oh, hell yeah, I got a lot of Faminebind and another Worm Smalt. I am so scared about accidentally rolling over something. But, another Worm Smalt. 800 down and I ain't seen shit. So the odds of me rolling over something is incredibly tiny. Another Worm Smalt. Another Worm Smalt. Gonna be. Oops, I rolled over a Worm Smalt. Oh shit! Entire video is ruined. I rolled over a Worm Smalt. No, I'm doing them one at a time like this. Now this is scary. It's scary because I'm checking in case I roll over a Worm Smalt. I'll get something good and then be like, that's not a Worm Smalt. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Let's just not. Let's just not. Okay. A Worm Smalt. Where's my Worm Smalt? I saw a comment recently on one of my videos, or my most recent comment on my most recent video that said, I've never watched a fuck. I rolled over a Worm Smalt. No, I've never watched a YouTube video where immediately I knew something was he had issues. I'm paraphrasing, and I'm like, that's just a cheap bet because, like, first of all, everyone's got issues, and second of all, if you're not subscribed to just people who have mad issues, then what are you even doing on YouTube, mate? All of my subscription list is like people who just like really like one thing. Like this guy really likes spaceships, so he has a spaceship video channel, YouTube channel. And this guy really likes engineering, so he's got an engineering YouTube channel. And this guy really likes seeing things in slow motion, so he's got a slow motion YouTube channel. I don't think there's any generalists that I watch on YouTube. It's all very specific shit. But then again, because I like very specific shit, or I like fall down a very specific rabbit hole of enjoying one thing because of the problem, because of my issues. I don't know. Maybe that's the only reason I have YouTubers that are all like one thing is because, oh my god, I did it. Okay, what do I go for next? Because I've got issues. Yep, okay, we're going for Biscos, baby. Biscos seems a lot harder than Worm Smalt. This would be the time to get something good, because then I can put in the title that I spent one Ancient Orb to turn a Worm Smalt into a Mage Blood. Damn it. Okay, well, you know, maybe we go for Worm Smalt again, because I like the idea of that title. A Ritzlatha's Coil, that's good enough to save, right? Probably. Okay. You know, like 6 years ago I did 1,000 Ancient Orbs, and since then I've done lots of Ancient Orb videos, but 6 years ago I was like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? And we've grown since then. Now I just know that everything is garbage unless it's something good, in which case it's good, and in that case it's not garbage, but yeah. It'll be kind of disappointing to get a Headhunter, but also, based on my last ratio of good belts to bad belts, is Headhunter the same weighting as a Mage Blood? Because last time that I did 8,500 Ancient Orbs, I got like 2 Headhunters and 1 Mage Blood. I would really like it if that means, and that was only 8,000, and if they doubled it, that means I'm expected to get 6 T0s. 6 or 7 T0s. But they could all just be headhunters, and I just deleted all my money. Now that I think about it, this is a really bad idea. But now that I think about it, I don't really care about money. This was going to be 100,000 ancient orbs, but I stopped myself because I realized I didn't have enough money. Because 100,000 ancient orbs is like 1,250 divines, and I only had 350 divines at the time. And you're going to go, Jim, you've still got 233 divines. You could have easily spent that on more ancient orbs. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, for you, guess what? I've already got another thing in the works that all the money is going to get deleted onto, and I'm really not paying attention to the belts. Am I going for worm smolts again? Let's do it. Nope, 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 nope. Well, I clicked on a worm smolt. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Sure, I fucking clicked it on. There's nothing good. There's nothing. I'm 20% of the way done, and there's nothing good. Oh no. Although I do know that I want this video to be under 30 minutes, and we're 20% done, and we're 30% of the way through the video. So I'm gonna sit in silence, and we're gonna speed this up so we can catch up, right? I'll start talking again when we get something good. And then I never say another thing again because I don't hit anything good. That's a problem. Or we just do this all in the same contingency and I don't speed anything up. Because it's kind of stressful that if I don't say out loud what I'm looking at, well, I fucking rolled over a Faminebind when I set an arbitrary goal to get Famine-binds, and now I rolled over a Famine-bind. So disappointing. No, no, yes, no. Am I playing lottery? Famine-binds, Famine-binds. Famine-binds, 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 Famine. I feel like I'm crafting cluster jewels again with alts. Might as well be an alt crafting cluster jewel video. Yeah, I got Famine-bind. Oh, I got another Famine-bind. Oh, I got another Famine-bind. I haven't seen anything good yet. This is kind of depressing. I'm going for Famine-binds though. Oh, we made it more common. We promise. Oh wait, these aren't famine ones. These are bated breaths. We made them more common. We promise. We promise we made them more common. Says oh. I promise we made them more common. They're like 2 times more common. Says GGG. 2.5 times more common. All I have to do is complain and then I get what I want. 2.5. I need 2 more. 2.5 times more common. I need 2 more that are good rolled. Honestly, you know me. Even if I get them, I'm gonna double crop them. There's no such thing as profit. I hate profit. Profit is terrible. I'm more motivated to play when I'm broke. Which is, it's a terrible cycle because you can't do anything fun when you're broke. But I don't really like doing fun things in this game. Oh no, that's the problem, isn't it? I don't like doing fun things. I'm not in this game to have fun. I'm here to suffer. Faminebind, please. 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 Thank you for the Faminebind. Can I have another Faminebind? Can I have another Faminebind? Can I have another thank you for the Faminebind? Can I have a thank you for the Faminebind? Can I oh thank you for the Faminebind? Can I have another Faminebind? Faminebind, sir. May I have another Faminebind? I've already lost my mind. Are you still sane, Exile? 6 years ago, I wasn't sane. You think I improved? You think I got better? You think I don't have issues? Another famine bind, hell yeah. Oh no! I rolled over a famine bind! How did that even happen? I could have sworn I only clicked once. Maybe I didn't roll off this one and then I clicked on that one and I didn't get a famine bind, but maybe now I'll get a famine bind now that I'm going between two things. Just give me a famine bind. Yes! I got a famine bind, guys! I got a famine... Some words are just fun to say, like, it could be anything. Yeah, famine bind. Like, you could just say one word, like, over and over again, and eventually it loses all meaning, right? I love that. I love me a famine bind. Oh yeah, another famine bind. Hell yeah. Can I have another famine bind? One more famine bind, and that'll be so more. I'll never. I really want another famine bind. Can I have a famine bind game? Can I have a famine bind? I want another famine. Oh my god, I'm nearly done. I nearly got the full set. Okay, I gotta go for like. I got a full worms more, and then I got a full famine bind. What should I go for next? I'm gonna go for. Ah, I did it. Technically, I did it. I didn't roll over it. I had the full set. Okay, fine. It doesn't count. One more famine bind. Please, another famine bind. I'll take one more famine bind. One more famine. You know, fuck the 30-minute counter. Let's say max 1 hour video, okay? That way I'm not pressured to accidentally roll over something good while I'm looking for a famine bind. They got little skulls on them. Okay, what are we going for next? Speaking of little skulls, no, you can't get, it's not possible to get a full thing of headhunters. What's that one that's kind of green looking? Calm something. Let's go for a full inventory of calm something, but let's first of all turn a famine bind into a T0 belt with a single ancient orb. Clickbait video incoming, damn it. Okay, I'm going for the green one because the green one seems kind of rare. The one that got introduced in Axolotl League. No. No. What's the league? Toda. The belt that got introduced in Toda, right? I think that's the belt. The Calm's Primacy? No, that's an axe. Bound Fate. It's got nothing to do with Calms. Anyway, let's go for a full inventory of these fuckers, because these fuckers seem kind of rare. What are they called? Bound Fate. Can I have a Bound Fate? Not a Famine Bind, not a Worms Molt, but a Bound Fate. I'd love a Bound Fate. Can I have a Bound Fate? Can I have a Bound Fate? Can I have another Bound Fate? Bound Fates, I was gonna say, Fate. Bound Fate, I was going to say, is almost as rare as an Auxium, but that's maybe just because Auxiums were rare at the time back 6 years ago when I was rolling for Headhunters when Mageblood didn't even exist. I was looking for Headhunters and I kept getting Auxiums and I'd never seen the belt before and I'd never used the belt before, so I'm like, what the hell is that belt? Seems kind of rare, but it's not. I'm looking for a Bound Fate because Bound Fates seem kind of rare. I want a Bound Fate, got a Wristlathers. Don't really know why I'm saving them. They're kind of cool though, aren't they? Can I have a Bound Fate? Can I have a Bound Fate? Can I have a Bound Fate? You know, rolling near my currently existing Bound Fate's kind of dangerous. I might accidentally roll over my currently existing Bound Fate, or maybe I'll roll over something else in the process of trying to get a currently existing Bound Fate. Can I just have another Bound Fate? I want another Bound Fate. See how rare they are? I've clicked a bunch of times and I've still got another Auxium, but I haven't gotten another Bound Fate. Where's my Bound Fate? Maybe you can only have one Bound Fate at a time in an inventory. That doesn't make any sense, but honestly, at this point, I'd be kind of paranoid because I was trying to get another Angler's Plate, and I couldn't get another Angler's Plate, and it was very disappointing. Actually, you know what I did do recently? I was Ancient Orbing, well, I had 10,014 Ancient Orbs, and I was like, I can't, you know, I can't have these extra 14 Ancient Orbs in my stash, because what if I roll 10k and then roll one extra, and then the entire thing's ruined because I rolled one extra Ancient Orb? Oh my god, I got another Bound Fate, and I didn't even notice. Anyway, I was rolling them on amulets just to get rid of them. And I hit a Nature's Pestilence or something like that. Anyway, it's a corrupted item, and I'm like, wow, you can turn a non-corrupted item into a corrupted item without using a corrupting orb. Isn't that pretty cool? But then it kind of bricks your base because you can't Ancient Orb a corrupted item. But then I'm like, wow, if you can Ancient Orb into a corrupted item and you can get, like, you can get corrupted Angler's Plates from the fishing div card that doesn't have a corrupted tag on it, then maybe you could Ancient Orb into an Angler's Plate. And it would stop you. Like, you could just get 100,000 Ancient Orbs and just spam them on a single ring. And if you hit Angler's Plate, because it's corrupted, you wouldn't roll over it. Also, Calandra's Touch is mirrored and you wouldn't roll over it. And that's, like, probably the only thing in this game that I can think of apart from, like, six-linking something now that they added in the click and hold fusings things that everyone's forgotten about because that beast exists that just gives you free six links. Quality of life. For Ancient Orbs, I guess if you're looking for one of two items, one which is worthless and one which is worthless again, but you don't know which one I'm talking about. The second one I was talking about was Calandra's Touch, which is technically worthless, but maybe it's only because of the League mechanic. Speaking of the League mechanic, I really like the Lantern, another Bound Fate. I really like the Lantern, but I don't really like the crafting. I don't really like the Graveyard. And I'm 50-50 on the Oriflammes. I'd probably enjoy them more if they stacked. So I could, like, have a stack of Exiles taking up one slot in my inventory, and then when I get something that I want to put Exiles on, I can do it without going to my stash tab and being like, oh, I'll take one out now, or going to my Necropolis locker and taking out the one thing in there that's what I need. Oh my god, I'm only a quarter of the way done. Okay, more Bound Fates, Jim. Less talky, more clicky. I rolled over a Bound Fate, I think. It looked kind of green, I don't know. I'm clicking too quick. Clicking too quick to read. I'm not reading, I'm looking at pictures. I'm basically playing Where's Waldo, but for belts. Oh, it was a Bound Fate! Oh, I'm so stupid! They just blend in! They look like everything else. Maybe I should go for Gluttonies. They're bigger and they're red. No, Bound Fate. Stick with Bound Fate, because Bound Fate's kind of cool. I rolled over 2 Gluttonies. If I was going for Gluttonies, I can't do it. I gotta go get a bit of Bound Fate. Okay, no Bound Fates? Okay. This way I won't roll over them. No Bound Fates? Correct. 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 Maybe I should just... I don't want to get him... I don't want to start tampering. If I start moving them, put my Bound Fates on one side, that seems kind of unethical in the Bound Fate rolling market economy. Like a tool-assisted speedrun of Bound Fates by that point. I ate 3 kiwi fruit this morning, and my tongue has not recovered. Those motherfuckers are so acidic. And I got this, like, cut underneath my tongue. And I ate one, and I'm like, wow, this hurts. But I've got 2 here already, and I've cut them in half, so, like, I can't not eat them, you know? It'd be a waste. I was grown up in one of them, like, childhood things where it's like, well, you made it, so you better fucking eat it. No, they won't like that. I had good-ish parents. I rolled over a Bound Fate. I say good-ish because one of them... Okay, let's just keep clicking, Jim. This is not a therapy session. Because you've already been stuck with your own thoughts for however many years. Solo thoughts are not a good thought to solo think when you get a Bound Fate. Hell yeah, I got 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 2 Bound Fates. Hell yeah, I got a Bound Fate. Another Bound Fate. Can I have another Bound Fate? Give me a Bound Fate. One more Bound Fate. Bound Fate. Bound Fate. Bound Fate. You know, since you got this far, and we're being honest, I'm not. This isn't therapy. Ancient Orb video. No, what the fuck am I saying? Facebreaker video. Kind of bit off more than I could chew with that one. I thought it would take me like a month. I mean, the math on it is very much... No, run over Bound Fate, no! The math on it is very much, it'll take me like a year, maybe 2, probably more like 7 years to do what I want to do. It's very RNG, though. So, while people have given me Facebreakers, unID'd Facebreakers, it's probably just something that I'm going to be saving for the end of time. Like, every league from this point on, I'm going to need unID'd Facebreakers. I don't think it's ever something that'll ever get finished. Which is exciting in a way, to do something that will take so long and have so much effort and be so pointless. I'm really, really excited to if we ever finish it, you know? So, if you get any Facebreakers now, or until the end of time, you know, I'll take them off your hand. There better be Facebreakers in PoE 2. That's all I'm saying. There won't be, but there better be. Because there's no way I'm getting this video done before PoE 2. I mean, theoretically it's possible, but, like, that's about as, like, just like getting, like, two Mage Bloods in a row, right? But that was possible, but it didn't happen. But it could happen, but it won't. But it could, but it didn't, but I could. Another Bound Fate, though. Bound Fate would be good. Hell yeah, Bound Fate, baby. You know, this is pretty good. We're doing a pretty good time for the Bound Fate. But, yeah, just gonna need more Facebreakers, I think. More Facebreakers. I'm gonna need, like... And they're kind of hard to get. I don't really want to farm them this league. Because I just don't like T17 maps. T17 maps are okay. I don't like the fact that the Uber drops are like from T17s. Why shouldn't they be from the lower tier Ubers? What am I saying? The low tier Uber? You mean the base monster? Yes. Kill the base monster to get more, to get shards for the Ubers. But I guess they both have separate drops. So like that's actually, you know what? I'm okay that you don't get Uber frags from doing the lower pinnacle content, because that would just deflate the value of the things that do drop from the lower pinnacle content. But I don't think T17s is the solution, and the only reason I'm saying it is because, honestly, the lantern modifiers, maybe. It's just like, hey, here's some content, and we balanced it around a playstyle that you can't play because the lantern exists. Get fucked. Really? Maybe to judge T17s, I'll have to play standard. But I'm never going to play standard, so maybe to judge T17s accurately and properly, I'm going to have to play next league when hopefully it's opt-in. I do enjoy a good mechanic that's like Crucible. No, that's a bad example. Like Scourge. I liked Scourge for purely just encountering it in my map, and it being a button I could click and be like, would you like to Scourge? And then you Scourge all over the place. It was really fun. But the lantern is not opt-in, you know? No matter what, it's on your zone. Get fucked, nerd. Whereas at least Crucible, I could walk past it if I didn't like it or I didn't want to do it in that map. Or let's say I rolled a really scary map. It'd be like if T17's got implemented in Crucible, and when you entered the map, the entire map was a Crucible area. Yeah. I don't know. Seems weird. And their implementation of, like, the crafting is a bit weird. It's basically like the graveyard is a giant resonator, and you have to socket all the corpses into. It's just delve crafting. It literally is just delve crafting. It's increasing and less likeling. It's not even as good as delve crafting because you can block entire things with delve crafting. It's like a shitter version of delve crafting, and the entire graveyard is a resonator that's on the floor, and you got to socket the corpses into the graves. People were comparing it to Harvest for how broken it is, but I can't see it. It's more of a resonator in my eyes. Wow, we've talked about so much stuff and I'm not even halfway. Fuck, Jim. Get some more bound fates, would you? Get some more leashes of Get some more bound fates, would you? God damn. Get some more leash of oblation. Apparently you can corrupt those. I don't really know what the outcome people want is, but discipline effect maybe? I don't know. Oh no, I'm running out of belts. I'm gonna have to start rolling over Raslatha's coils. Gonna have to start rolling over bound fates. Oh, one sec. Let me just put that there. Oh no, I'm running out of belts. Okay, we need one more mage blood and we're free. By free, I mean we've made money. I'll take one more bound fate though. Kind of crazy that I haven't hit a headhunter. Kind of crazy that I haven't like hit a T0 and been disappointed with it dropping. I think I hit a couple of T0s this league, but they're all like bows. Bose headphones, Bose, bound fate. Fuck! Ah, it's actually really disappointing. Okay, these are safe to hit. 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 Bound fate. Bound fate. Bound fate. Bound fate. Bound fate. Bound fate. Bound fate, bound fate. Hell yeah, leash of oblation, bound fate, bound, 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know how this sounds, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Bound. I've lost my marbles. I've lost my mind. I found a thing that turns music into MIDI format. And I'm like, well, why put music in there when I could just sing into it? And I just sung into it. I'm like, oh, that's why you don't do that. But, you know, my singing was good enough that someone was like, this sounds like meme music. And I'm like, technically you're correct, because I was singing Scatman. And I was singing the JoJo theme song. and like it spat out like just a really cursed version of Scatman in the JoJo theme song, and it was recognizable enough for someone to recognize it as music. So therefore, what can I say? I must. No, I hit 2 bound votes in a roll, and I rolled over one. Shit. What can I say? I must be pretty musically talented if my singing converted into MIDI sounds like music. You know, I was such a compliment I got. Anyway, some dude was like, "Hey, you want to play V Rising co-op with me?" And I'm like, "That seems like the least enjoyment I could possibly have in my entire life." And then another human messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna throw up a V Rising server." And I'm like, "Oh, I could probably go in that and play it." And I'm like, I feel like such a hypocrite if I don't want to play co-op with one person, but I do want to play on a server with multiple people. But it's not that I want to play on a server with multiple people. I don't want to. I want the option to quit without feeling bad. And if I play on a server solo with a bunch of other solos, I can quit at any time and it won't affect them. But if I say yes to playing co-op, to like a co-op game with someone, I can't quit when I feel like shit, you know? Yeah. There's a bunch of games that are on my playlist of shit to play. And I do want to do Facebreaker farming still. I don't know. It's complicated. There's the bound fate. Got another build to play, and it was I tried making Magic Find SRS and it felt like shit. And then I found a POB for Magic Find RF that actually looks decent, but it is just Cloak of Flame, and I've done it like 3 leagues in a row now. So I kind of really didn't want to. So I was on the precipice of quitting the league, and some dude's like, "Hey, well, here's the thing. I could totally play those builds. I could totally get SRS Magic Find working. I could totally get RF Magic Find working. But the problem is actually doing it and doing things and making choices. Like, I have the money to make practically any build work, but it's the sitting down and getting the gear and tinkering with the build and getting it working, which I don't want to do. I just want to play the game. I just want to play any game. It's the learning process that I'm kind of stuck on right now. I just want to sit down and do something, which is why sitting here and clicking on belts is something that feels like I can do this. But if this was like slowly crafting an item to make it viable to get me 2% extra strength so I can equip a thing, so I can move a skill point, so I can do intricate fucking build crafting, so I can slowly do content, so I can actually clear a T. I haven't cleared a T17 yet this league. Too hard. My builds are too shit. I just don't like that. I don't like min-maxing gear. I don't like not even succeeding in the min part of build. None of my builds fucking work. So I'm shit at this game because I just like simple stuff. Just give me something that fucking works so I can just jump into maps and so I can play the game. Crafting the build isn't playing the game for me. You know, that's probably my problem. Which is why I really enjoyed like Dervish when it worked, because it was like put a sword on, put your body armor on, build works, you know? Sure, you can't really do bosses. I mean, it made me learn the boss mechanics a lot more than like having a good build and just crushing bosses isn't fun. But having a ship build and learning the bosses is fun. Like the fact that I can go into Cyrus and be fine with next to no HP because even playing deaf as I do, playing without sound on, it's all telegraphed if you just pay enough attention. And I wouldn't pay attention if I had a build that just crushed everything, I guess. Anyway, long story short, I was on the precipice of quitting, and some dude rocked up and was like, "Hey, Jim, you want to play my finished build? Here's all the gear. Here's the POB. All you need is to level up a character and put the gear on." I'm like, "Damn, you had me at, hey, do you want to do no effort and still play a build?" And then I'm like, getting this build working. As I say that, I mean I'm leveling up a character to put the gear on to make the build instantly work so I can do content. And then that's when I got hit with the DMs of like, "Hey Jim, you want to play V Rising?" And I'm like, "Not really." But then at the same time, I kind of do. Here's the thing. I can't do two things at once. How to describe? I see people playing PoE and then, you know, they take a break and then they go play some Hearthstone, and then when they're done with Hearthstone, one of their friends logs on and they go play they go play Helldivers. And I'm like, I can't do that. It has to be one game or no game. I have to be fully invested into one thing. Or I can't invest in other things. It breaks my brain. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try. I'll give my best effort to take a step back from PoE and then give V Rising a go. And then when I'm done with okay, no, that's I'm just swapping. I'm just swapping from primarily playing that to primarily playing V-Rising. It's not working. For it to work, it would be play PoE one day and then at the end of that day jump onto V-Rising. I can't do that. I don't understand. I don't get people. It doesn't make any sense. How does that work? My brain don't have I don't have the spoons for that. That's a terminology that two people are going to get. Well, that's a terminology that two people would have gotten if they got to this point in the video. I run out of spoons for video games, okay? Don't got the spoons. And then there's that one guy who hasn't seen any of my videos who got to this point, and he's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm gonna leave a comment saying that he has issues, just in case he was unaware. I know I've got issues! Leave me alone! That comment really got to me, huh? No, it didn't. I've just run out of things to talk about that aren't incredibly personal details about my childhood upbringing and current social economic situation. I'm close to talking about it. No, it's fine. I've lived through the most stressful year of my life so far. It's nearly over. You know, like a year ago when I said I ruined my life and I fell into a deep spiral of depression. I'm still in the depression. And technically speaking, the problem hasn't been solved. But, you know, I give it maybe 6 more months and I'll be okay. Maybe. 6 more months for me to figure out how fucked I am. I mean, I already know how fucked I am, but 6 more months for, like, the fucking to finally be over, hopefully. You know, it's kind of like... I have no analogy. I guess the analogy is like, you know you're gonna get a splinter, so you might as well give yourself the splinter. It's like, okay, maybe like a vaccination, right? It needs to done. Needs to done. It needs to happen. There's no way to avoid it. It's gonna happen, so just do it and get it over with. That's my mentality. But I can't just do it and get it over with. It's been put on a timer, and that timer was like 13 months, and that was 12 months ago. And so I've just been like sitting on my hands, unable to do anything, with the most anxiety and dread I've had in my entire life. Just the stress of knowing that it will happen eventually, but being unable to make it start happening. That's just so fucking frustrating. And that's been my existence recently, which is why I, like, chose to do some really obscene grinds this league. Because if I was waking up every day, turning on PoE and farming Harbingers for 12 hours straight, and then going to bed, I rolled over Bound Fate. If I was doing that every day, and turning my brain off, and just playing the video game, then maybe there's a chance that I would have fun, and maybe with having fun, time would fly by, and maybe the scheduled time of Jim's life being ruined would eventually go by, and I can then, like, start to mend, you know? Because, like, I can't start fixing the fact that my life is fucked until it has been fucked. And since I've got a schedule for when the fucking commences, there's no... It's like, hey, you've got a year until I'm gonna bend you over, right? There's no fixing my life in that year. It doesn't make sense to fix my life in that year, because anything I do to fix my life will get fucked at the end of the 13-month period. So it like killed all of my motivation to do anything with my life, yeah. So that, you know, I'm just clicking on belts to pass the time, because realistically, achievements in this video game mean nothing to me. Like, I mean, no, they do. I like it. I like doing things. I liked farming the Harbingers, like testing things, science lives forever and all that jazz. But, like, getting an item doesn't really mean anything to me, you know? Getting another mage blood doesn't really mean anything to me, but it's just a thing to do to pass the time, to hopefully... Fuck! God damn it, I rolled over a Bound Fate! To hopefully pass the time, so that the 13 months, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months left I've got, hopefully it rolls by quicker and we can pick up the pieces and move on with our existence. God, it's gotten kind of dreary. I ran out of things. This is the problem. I run out of things to do. I'm left with my own thoughts. Never be left with your own thoughts, Jim, in a depression spiral. Things only go horribly. Oh, come on. Just give me another Bound Fate. You bastards. Give me, like, 11 more Bound Fates. I don't know if that's the accurate number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy shit, how did I know? This is my guesstimation maths. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't believe I got that number right. It's the little things in life, like the fact that my fingers hurt so much because I've been holding down the shift button this entire time. Ow. My God, they're locked. You know, they say don't. I fucking rolled over another. God damn it! Ah! I got 3-day-old pizza down there. I'm gonna eat after this. Hopefully, it doesn't make me feel a little too sick. There's technically 2 pizzas in there. 2 pizzas in this pizza box down here that I bought 3 days ago, but I didn't really eat. I bought 5 pizzas and I've eaten 3. You know, the logistics of that's pretty good for me. Like fucking 3 pizzas over 3 days. That's some intense food action right there. What am I even talking about, man? The fuck? I've said too much stuff in this video that when someone is gonna comment on like a single line of dialogue without linking to the time in which it happened, I'm gonna be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Yep, can't wait. Can't wait for the comments. Can't wait. The interaction is the real reason I make YouTube videos. It's you please leave a comment. Anything really. I just like talking to people. Yep. One comment is 1 less minute I have to spend playing V Rising. The only reason I keep bringing it up is because it's the last thing I remember talking. Like, I've got a massive list. Where's my list? Okay, here's the list. Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. I haven't played Dragon's Dogma 1. Probably gonna give Dragon Dogma 2 a go. We got Kenshi. Kenshi is a game that I paid for in the Kickstarter originally. And then I hung out in the Kenshi forums for like, I don't know, 3 years or something. Accidentally started a cult. Oh my god, I scrolled over the exact same one! It's the exact same... I accidentally started a cult in the Kenshi forums about pie. Basically, we just filled the forums in every single forum area and every single forum post with discussions of pie, to the point where the admins were like, they used the profanity filter on the forums. They didn't use it for profanity. They banned the word pie. And anytime... Oh my god, I didn't roll over one for once. Anytime anyone says pie... Oh my god, I got another one. Just keep talking about pie, Jim. Anytime anyone says pie in the Kenshi forums, it defaults to the word bees now. And so because of that, people were slowly getting converted from the pie cult to the bees cult. And then we had a giant bee-pie clan war in the forums. And this is some really fucking nerdy shit. I wasn't doing much with my life back then, I guess. But if you've ever played Kenshi... I mean, I've barely played it. I played it once when it very first came out, and there was very little to do. And I very quickly managed to set up a base and a chokehold and like a zigzag pattern with ballistas. And I set up a trading post so that anytime a trader came to use my trading post, I just murdered them with the ballistas. But you couldn't eat them. Apparently you can eat people now. Apparently there's cannibals, and apparently there's robot dogs, and there's a lot of stuff in that game that I haven't actually experienced. So I've reinstalled Kenshi, and I'll probably give it a go again. And yeah, what's the other one? We got Dyson Sphere Program. That's on the list. I hate it. I tried to play it once and I uninstalled it and refunded it. It's too much like Factorio. I don't like Factorio because, and I really like the idea. I like the idea of being good at it. I just hate playing it because my brain logistically can't handle all the different treadmills of the doing things efficiently and proper and all that stuff. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So Dyson Sphere program's on here, but I'm never gonna actually get around to playing it because I'm more of an RTS player maybe, like Planetary Annihilation. If that was how you built things in Dyson Sphere, just putting it down and it just works. That's I could probably play Dyson Sphere and actually enjoy it. But based on what I've seen, it's more like Factorio, and I can't see myself ever getting into it. But if I play every other game on this list and exhaust everything that I want to do with Facebreakers and have absolutely nothing left in my life that has any meaning, and I still haven't hit my 13-month deadline, then I'm going to load up Dyson Sphere and I'm going to force myself to play it, but that probably won't happen. Also got Anno on this list. Don't know which one. Apparently there's like 2 good Anno games, Anno 1404 and Anno 1808. Or 1888, 08, or 880, I don't know. Apparently they're the good ones. I don't know, that might be... I'm going to keep saying I don't know because I don't know. I played one Anno game, and I'm like, that's pretty good. Apparently there's like 11 or something in the series, and apparently only 3 of them are good. And I went to go buy them on Steam, and it's like, by the way, you gotta use Uplay, or Uplay with a U. You gotta use Uplay. I don't even know if they call it that anymore, but you gotta use the proprietary Ubisoft shit launcher. So probably not gonna do that. But it's on my list. This entire list was made while I was harbinger farming. So really it was a I can't actually see it's like if you go camping. Has anyone been camping? And you go camping and you're like think of all the things that you could be doing right now but you can't because you're stuck in the middle of the forest and you can't do anything. So that's like the list I made. I was stuck in the metaphysical forest of harbingers and I'm like, man, I wish I could do literally anything that isn't this. And so I made a list of games to play, but it doesn't mean I'm actually gonna play any of them. It's just like a man, I would totally much rather give myself a paper cut than right now. And that paper cut is Dyson Sphere Program. Another one on this paper cut list is X4 Foundations, which is apparently a good spaceship game. Kind of like I played a lot of Avorion, but I never really finished it because it got very extensive in the late game. And also, like, to make good resources, you needed to build an AI army, but then if you build an AI army, each AI unit keeps, like, a sector of space alive and running on your CPU, and eventually the entire server crawls to a halt. But maybe someday I'll get, like, a good Avorion server and get a good Avorion game going, and then finally, when I figure out, like, when I finally finish Avorion, I can then jump onto X4 Foundations and do the exact same thing in a different base game and completely different skill set. And really, it's like Empire Building Simulator, but in space. You know, pre-Crucible, I think I bought Stellaris, but I still haven't played it. Let's add Stellaris. One sec. Let me just add Stellaris. I bought base Stellaris game. Let's just add that to this list. Okay, next up is Avorion. Nah, what's after that? After that is Stellaris, which I just added. Okay, what's after that? After that is single-player Tarkov with a bunch of mods to make the AI really hard. That seems like it could be good. I am totally not really paying attention. I wouldn't know if I rolled over anything good recently. Oh, okay. I've given up on Bound Fates because we've crossed the threshold of not having eye level 84 unique belts. Yo, anyone got an eye level 84 plus unique belt I can ancient slam? Okay, what are we going for next? We're going for Immortal Flesh, baby. Where I'm gonna turn a Bound Fate into a Mage Blood with one ancient ore. Damn it. He's got one? Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn them all into Belt of the Deceivers. Joke's on him, I'm not even gonna use... Oh, fuck. Joke's on him, I'm not even gonna use his belt because it's already a Belt of Deceiver. Haha, get deceived. Get Belt of Deceived. Ah, God. Okay. Here we go. Level 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Get Belt of Deceived, nerd. Ah, we got him. We deceived that nerd. We Belt of Deceived him. Don't roll over the Belt of Deceiver. Belt of Deceiver. Belt of Deceiver. Keep the Belt of Deceiver. Keep the... Fuck! God damn it! Alright, does anyone have another ancient... Okay. We'll just have to live with it. We've already stolen a belt. We can't steal another belt. Maybe we can, maybe we won't. Belt to deceive. Okay, fine. There you go. Clicked on it. Technically, I didn't deceive anyone. God, imagine rolling over just one belt. That would be such a bad idea. Onwards to adventure. Onwards to more clicking. Another bound fate. Another... Am I clicking too fast for the server? Suppose that saves me from rolling over things, but I didn't think you could just manually... I guess maybe there's a big server check that goes when you click belts. Let's go with this one that looks like it should have a socket but doesn't have a socket. Chains of endurance. Okay, let's get a bunch of chains of endurance. Chains of endurance. Chains of endurance. Chains of endurance. This belt seems really fucking common. What the hell? Chains of endurance. Change. Oh, fuck's sake. The brick. We got a brick over here. It's a brick. It's kind of weird to call that a brick, but hey, we got a brick. Well, I suppose I should link the brick. One brick. Alright, moving onwards. Nearly scoured my brick. Onwards. More clicky. More clicky clacky. Click, 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 click. What am I going for? Let's go for bated breaths. Yeah, bated breath would be nice. Bated breath, bated breath, bated breath, bated breath, bated breath, 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 breath. Okay, well, no fracture or more bated breath, bread, 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 babu, 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 ba 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 ba, yeah. Okay, we gotta get a good thing, which is his one, because that's, oh fuck, it was a bated breath, oh, whoa, hell yeah, a bound fate, I love me a bound fate. I tried to do the thing. I tried to do the thing that I used to be able to do on command, but I can't do it anymore. What the hell? You know that thing that happens to like teenage boys and they get ridiculed for it because their vocal cords are changing, like a puberty. Like I used to be able to make those puberty sounds on command, like about fate. No, it doesn't work anymore. I've developed too much as a human being. About fate. There we go. I'm getting there. Getting there. I got my bound fate back. Oh no. Okay. Onwards. I tend to like use it in conversation when I'm saying something ironic, like purely to get a laugh out of people that think that my voice is still crackly. Someone caught me doing it because they laughed, and then I said the exact same thing again with the exact same voice, like crack, to make them laugh even harder. Then they're like, "Wait a minute, you've been doing that on like command this whole time?" I'm like, "Yep." You got played, son? Got fucking played? Click, 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 click. Oh, fucking wrist laughers, man. You're ruining my serenity, my beautiful, my beautiful fucking full inventory of belts. You daft, you daft. Don't say those words. I keep defaulting to. Anyway, more clicking, more clicking. More clicking, more click, 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 clack, clack, click, clack, click, click, clack, 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 click, clack, clue, clack, 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 I'm starting to overheat. I don't know what this sounds like anymore. I probably just like took a snippet of the audio in the first like 2 minutes where I said I was gonna put all the effort into the audio editing. I probably just listened to the first 2 minutes and was like, that sounds pretty decent, and let's just apply that to the entire video. So if there's been parts that sound weird, it's because I just selected all and hit apply, and I don't know what this sounds like anymore. Which is probably fine. It's probably fine. Probably fine. Okay. Fuck! Shit. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 75% of the way done. It's fine. It's fine, 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 fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just need one more to make money. One more to make money. I've only broken even so far. I need one more to make money. And when I make money, it's only gonna be like 20 div or something. I need to make money. 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 More money. I don't know what I'm doing. Money. money. Ooh, ba, ba. Onwards, 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 onwards. Need one. I need one more to make money. I need one more to make like a lot of money. Need one more to make a shit ton of money, you know, just another 100 div. Just give me another 100 to get 100 div in 2k. You could easy get 100 div in 2k. Easy 100 div. 100 div incoming. 100. Was that a good roll? Not yet. 100 div in 2k. 2k 100 div. 100 div in 2k. 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 100 dib in 2k. Let's go. 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 Go 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 go. I got copyright stricken because I was making hubba ba ba noises. You know how fucked that is that the dog of wisdom copyright stricken me? It's not the dog of wisdom didn't copyright strict me. The people that took the dog of wisdom and then made like music out of it, and then if you go ha ba 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 to like a musical beat well enough, the YouTube algorithm will take down your fucking video. It's kind of a cursed world that we live in. Fuck capitalism, I say as I put ads on this video and go, hey, be sure to give me money on Patreon because without you, well, actually, don't give me money on Patreon. Not for another 6 months, please. In 6 months' time, feel free to give me as much money as you like on Patreon. In fact, if anything, after my life falls apart and I lose everything, I will probably go way harder on the trying to plug my Patreon. This is the warning video. 6 months from now is when I actually put in effort, and by effort I mean I make the exact same content, but instead of not asking for money, I'm gonna ask for money so hard. I'll be such a money-grubbing asker. I'll be like, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really want to help, give me money on Patreon. Don't do it now. This is just an example of what it's going to be like. Give me the money on Patreon. It'll be so good. Give me that Patreon money. My voice. 80% done. I don't want to look at how long this is taking because it was taking longer than an hour. Then, spoiler alert. The plan is to edit the audio using some software that costs like $800 a year, but I know they give you a free hour in like a trial. So I'm probably just going to use that first hour to make my audio sound good. And it's really, like when I said I'm going to put a lot of effort into making the audio sound good, it was a blatant lie. I'm just going to run it through a tool that costs $800 a year, and it's going to do it all automatically. Yeah, so, you know, you got this far. You deserve to know the truth. I cheated. You know, everything I do is, it's all a big misdirection, basically. I say that. I really did spend 22 days farming Harbingers. You gotta mix in complete and utter chaos and insanity so that when you do something that is just photoshopped, people can't tell. It's a nice combination of gaslighting and mindfuckery. That's basically summarizing my YouTube channel right there. I don't cheat, like, with the really big stuff. And typically, it's usually like, last time I chance scoured, like, Shaper heavy belts or something like that. And then in the end of the video, I said I didn't get one, but a viewer did, and then I borrowed his belt and went to a double corruption chamber, and I deleted it. Remember that? If you don't remember that, I'm sure you can go find it. Anyway, long story short, that was photoshopped. I didn't actually delete his belt. It was an elaborate ruse. The amount of people that got very upset that I would take someone else's item and then delete it in a double corruption chamber. Like, you really think I would do that? Come on, man. I'm not insert guy that did that to me once. But it was when I was just starting out, and I was 100% like a brand new player, and I'm learning how to play. I get into maps, and I drop my very first tabula, and I'm so excited. And he rushes over, picks it up, bricks it with a Val Orb, and chucks it back on the floor. What a piece of shit human being. Naturally, I don't even want to give him, like, I haven't said who it was. I haven't said which streamer it was yet. Which well-known, I don't know if they play anymore because I've never tabbed in. I've blocked them on everything I can think of, and I still haven't said their name. But which piece of shit, it wasn't Lighty. It's like, the only reason I'm saying that, and I don't mean Lighty is in the racer, I mean Lighty is in the All for One Lighty. It wasn't him. The only reason I say that is because when I say piece of shit, PoE content creator, that'd probably be the first person you think of, right? Nah, he's great. He's yeah, he's something. Anyway, nothing good. What do we got? Nothing good. Oh, I've been scammed, and my time has probably run out with my good audio sounds. Welcome to the world of lies. It was good while it lasted, huh? Or maybe you were like, man, you're like, damn it, why did Jim have to make him sounding like a Baba Baba Haba da ga da dog clip? Why did he have to run that through an audio video encoder transcriber AI $800 tool? I really wanted to clip the parts where Jim went haba da haba gada, because like make a loop sound, a loop filter sound with haba da gada, and then get copyright stricken when I get like a mirror drop, and then like get put it on Gamer for Life, and then get DMCA'd by someone who's remixed Habitagad. Yep, I've lost my fucking mind. Does anyone know where it was? Anyone know where it went? Anyone Habitaga? Habitaba? I can't stop. I can't stop saying it. Okay, just different topic. Different topic. You know what'd be great? Is another Mage Blood. You know why? Because then people can do those comments where it's like, Jim always, when he tries to lose money, makes money, suffering from success. Guess Jim will have to make more gambles. And then Sir Gog will rock up and be like, hey Jim, did you know left nut corrupted dual div card is really good, and if you do it, then you can like, you know, maybe get something good, and then you can mythic orb into this if you run the Val Temple triple twisted nut titty twister abomin. I can't think of insults for Gog. He's too nice. I got nothing. Yeah, starting to get kind of hot in this room. I could go and like move and like put the air conditioner on and make an effort to stop sweating, but like that would mean I'd have to stop doing something, and when I start doing something, I can't stop doing something. Kind of like halfway through the Harbinger grind, someone kept DMing me all these cool things you can do, like, oh, did you know you can like meat sack something that has like high pack size, and then exile something that has low pack size, and then make sure you fill out your entire atlas to be like your entire roster of monsters in the map to be either exiles or meat sacks, and make sure the scarabs that you put in duplicate rares and give you a bunch of reliquary, and make sure you use this atlas, and make sure you, and then if you do all this, and make sure it was on a T17, and then if you kill them, you get items. Wow. Playing the game gets you, oh my god, playing the game gets you items. Someone give this guy a fucking medal. Now fuck off. I've got 17,000 harbingers to kill. No, yeah. The high-end scaling. People like when they killed Nemesis 3, and people like, or you know, they changed packs, like the 1%ers who convinced everyone that the Arch Nemesis changes, or what, no, was it Arch Nemesis? Fuck, I don't even remember what it was anymore. Harvest. When they killed Delirium rare stacking, and everyone lost their fucking mind when it wasn't really a nerf to the average player, but also it was very much writing on the wall that you'd get the exact same thing, but disguised as different content. Like, they have to kill the high-end farming so that we can get what we currently have, which is just the exact same fucking thing under a different label. They can't infinitely scale high-end farming because it'll eventually turn into World of Warcraft number get bigger. We don't need that. You need to take it away so they can repackage it and give it back to you, and you can go, oh my god, scarabs are so broken. I don't think there's been enough praise for them recycling the content as they've done. It's always like, we take it away and now the players hate us, and then we give it back disguised as new content, and the players don't say thanks. It's just, okay, fine. It's like a reshuffling. Basically, what GGG does to the game mechanics and game balance is what I'm doing to these fucking belts. I'm taking a little orb, except they take a giant fucking hammer, and instead of like nerfing it and then rebalancing it in 2 different attempts, I'm just doing it with one ancient orb. Bam, rebalancing these belts GGG, balance approval. Man, my analogies have fallen apart. I just want this to be over. I just don't understand people that complain about nerfs when you know that in a couple of leagues there'll be a massive buff. Like, you can't have constant massive buffs is all I'm saying. And this problem is a fake. It's not a real problem. It's only a problem when it's the League of Nerfs. And this league, we got all the buffs, so no one really cares to notice. Or the people who did complain aren't here anymore because they quit because they're like, I can't handle nerfs, and I'm really just not talking about anything. Can I have another belt, please? What do you mean, Jim? You've had 10,000 belts. Because 10,000 clicks turns into 10,000 belts. Honestly, thought this would be quicker. Don't know what I expected. Glad. You know what? I'm actually really glad I didn't do 100,000 as I had planned. Because I wouldn't have any money for all the other stupid shit I'm going to make. All the other stupid shit I'm going to do that's going to be like actually turn into profit somehow. I don't know if this turned into profit. I think 4 flask mage bloods are 100 div maybe. If I get a good roll on the decks and then put attributes on it. I had a mage blood, okay? I sold it because I'm like, I just can't with this game anymore. And I'm like, time to gamble. I might have undersold it because when I listed it, I got whooped. And then I just sold it to the first guy that whispered me. But I sold it for 110. So maybe it's not that bad. But I suppose these ones I won't sell. I'll divine them to have 4 flasks. I will attribute quality them. And then I will delete them in a double corrupt. Maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Because I don't have any fucking builds that work. Okay, well, this video will come out without the double corruptions. Got clickbaited. Get played, scrub. No double corruptions here. I said I would, but now I'm not gonna because I don't have any working builds that can actually clear the temple. Oh, I could very easily just get someone to carry me through the temple, though. I'll think about it. We'll see. If I get one more, we'll double corrupt them all. How about that? Oh no, I've set myself up for failure now. Gotta turn this guy's belt into something because he gave me it with the intention of it turning into something. And it hasn't turned into something, therefore this entire video is a waste. Gotta turn this guy's belt into something, something good, 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 something good. Something double corruptible would be good to double corrupt. Maybe something good, 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 something good. Ah. If you can't say anything make no sense, maybe no more open mouth. You ever think about that, huh? If you can't something good, why not something bad? If you can't good, bad, good, don't consider not. If you can't click things down like this and then not know what you're clicking on because the title of... Oh, it's done. Oh my god, what the fuck even is... Typically, if I do an hour-long video, the beginning is like a musical number so I can demonetize the entire video, but this one's actually going to be monetized and actually going to have ads. That's kind of crazy. Damn, son, 4? Damn, son, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus. Okay. 10 div plus 10,000 divided by 40 times 10 plus 10. 260 divines turned into... 255 divines. Technically. 250... I turned 260 divines into 265 divines. Easy profit. You could just do this infinitely. And what's that? It's like 5 div an hour. This is a viable farming strategy.